Hey friends, this week we are talking about what to do and not to do when you go and visit our hometowns. Now, I'm from Dublin, so I have a completely different experience from everybody else on the channel. Yeah, on the channel. Culture here in Europe is very different to culture in the US. People are much more relaxed. I'm from Dublin, which is a very multicultural city. So there's a lots of do's and don'ts when it comes to Dublin. The first thing is never ask anyone in Ireland where the best Irish pub is. I hear that so often. You think about it. You come to Ireland and you go looking for an Irish pub. How many Irish pubs are there actually in Ireland? Now, when you get over that fact that every pub in Ireland is an Irish pub, you will be disappointed to find out that all these Irish pubs in Ireland do not reflect Irish pubs in other countries around the world. There is a huge difference. In Ireland, they're just plain pubs. I just realised I'm saying pubs over and over again. Maybe I should start saying bars, Irish bars, so that way you all have an idea what I'm talking about. Irish bars, they're usually a place for relaxing, for a quiet drink, and usually in the evening times there will be some live music played. So this is a complete turnaround to what you usually expect when you go to an Irish bar anywhere else in the world. Usually you expect things like Irish decorations all over the place, like a map of Ireland or Guinness posters everywhere. Not many pubs in Ireland look like that. If you are coming to Ireland to drink, I would recommend staying away from Temple Bar. It is so overpriced with its drink and its food. It is a pure tourist trap. Go there for entertainment. Don't go there to drink and eat. If you want somewhere to drink and eat at a reasonable price, move away from Temple Bar. There are plenty of places like George's Street on the south side which will have food and drink at a much lower price. Best places to go if you're coming to Ireland, if you are gay or gay friendly, try Panty Bar in Capel Street. Otherwise there's the Porterhouse just on Parliament Street. Porterhouse on Parliament Street, and there's also a nice place called the Workman's, which is just on the South Quays near the city centre. If you're coming over to do the touristy things, try joining a tour group. Now, there is a really good tour group called the Viking Splash Company, and as it sounds, it's about Viking Dublin, and it also involves some water. Now, you drive around in a car or a big vehicle that looks like a Viking longboat, but it only holds about 20 people. It will drive around Dublin, pointing out all the Viking hotspots, so places where Vikings landed and places where Vikings built their ships and places like that. Towards the end of the tour, the car will actually drive into the canal, and as it will go in, it will splash everywhere, of course, and you'll get wet. But it's a good way to see Dublin from both the road and from the waterways. Another couple of places to go if you're looking for international archaeology and things like that, you would go to the Art Museum or the High Museum of Ireland, which has its own stop on the tram system in Dublin, and it is very good. It's not so much Irish, it's more international, and the prices are reasonable. But if you want to go for an Irish thing, or more specifically a Dublin thing, there is a museum beside Christ Church Cathedral called Dublinia, with the U looking like a V, so it would be DVBLINIA. It's the old name for Dublin, and the museum traces the whole history of the city. There is a few places that do some really nice food. Now, if you fancy a bit of a trek, you can take the tram all the way out towards the point and get off near the Docklands. On the Liffey there is a boat called Killarney, and they do some really nice food, and it is on it's on the River Liffey. It's near the port, so it is a bit up and down. So only go if you have a strong stomach. There is also a bar upstairs on the boat, and they do really cheap drink. There are some other things that you do not ask an Irish person. Someone asked me before where the leprechauns lived. Yeah, where the leprechauns live. Leprechauns, they don't exist. They are like fairies and goblins. They're just stuff of legends. There you will find no leprechauns in Ireland, and if anyone ever asks me where the leprechauns lived, I will point them in the direction of the airport. Also, don't ask Irish people to say certain words and phrases. I did a video about this on my own channel nearly 2 years ago. You don't ask Irish people to say words, particularly words that begin with the letter CH. Here you may find yourself with a black eye, or worse, if you do ask an Irish person to do something that's stereotypically Irish. Not all Irish people know how to do Irish dancing. Like, not all of us can do the river dance. Very few people can. Not all of us can speak Irish. I will warn you now, if you do come to Ireland, bring lots of money. We are a very expensive country, and be prepared to pay extraordinary prices, especially if you are drinking. Alright then, so that's the end of another week. We have a very fun week coming up next week. I won't say too much about that, but Linnea will explain everything when we come back again next week on Monday. Until then, bye.